The future of the Transformers franchise presents itself in a completely different way after the conclusion of Transformers Rise of the Beast, as it sets up a final twist that goes beyond a simple sequel. Let's discuss the outcome and explanation of this incredible film. Firstly, it's important to note that Rise of the Beast confirms the crossover between Transformers and G.I. Joe. It is now confirmed that there will be a Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover in future plans, as the ending of Transformers includes a shocking revelation from G.I. Joe after Noah, Elena, the Autobots, and the Maximals save the Earth. Noah returns to New York and organizes more work, which leads him to meet with Agent Burke, who knows everything about the recent adventures to save the world with the Transformers. Instead of being connected to Sector 7, the ending of Transformers Rise of the Beast reveals that Burke works for G.I. Joe. This final twist sets up a crossover film between Transformers and G.I. Joe, which could bring together the two major Hasbro toy lines on the big screen for the first time. G.I. Joe wants Noah to join them, leveraging his experience as a former soldier and his recent heroic acts to save the world. They want Noah to become one of them to fight in a mysterious war, but they also want him to join their ranks as a way to form an alliance with the Autobots. The revelation in Transformers Rise of the Beast regarding G.I. Joe could have massive implications for the future. This could mean that the organization will have a greater presence in Transformers 8. There is also the possibility that Anthony Ramos will be part of the cast of a new G.I. Joe movie if Noah accepts a position on the team. Paramount has had the dream of bringing together Transformers and G.I. Joe for a crossover, but previous attempts to launch a G.I. Joe franchise repeatedly stalled. Now, the ending of Transformers Rise of the Beast is being used to help reboot G.I. Joe once again. Although only a quick glimpse of the organization is shown in this movie, it is easy to assume that this is a completely different version of the original team, as the original Paramount movie franchise starred Channing Tatum and The Rock, which ended a decade ago. Meanwhile, Snake Eyes failed at the box office and ended the franchise before it could truly begin. Since Transformers Rise of the Beast takes place in 1994, decades before any previous G.I. Joe movies, Noah's recruitment appears to be Paramount's latest attempt to reboot this intellectual property. Mirage is alive after Noah rebuilds him for future Transformers movies. The post-credits scene confirms his survival after Noah helps him rebuild. Mirage, the Autobot, plays a prominent role in the movie and develops a close friendship with Noah throughout the adventure. He is apparently killed by Scorch at the end of Transformers after being shot multiple times while protecting Noah. However, the final battle reveals that Mirage didn't die but weakened to the point of transforming into a usable suit and unable to fully reform. Omicron is established as the main villain of the trilogy after the failed invasion of Earth. Although the Autobots and Maximals may have saved Earth at the end of Transformers Rise of the Beasts, the movie confirms that Unicron is still alive despite that defeat. The powerful planet-devouring villain is sparingly used in the new entry, as Scorch leads the Terracons on behalf of Unicron to acquire the key. The Autobots may have prevented his initial invasion of Earth, but the movie confirms that Unicron is still alive and growing increasingly hungry, suggesting that it won't be the last time he attempts to devour a planet. Bumblebee resurrects in Transformers as one of the big surprises of the sequel. He dies fighting against Scorch from the beginning, taking him out of the story for most of the movie. However, at the end of Transformers, Bumblebee returns after resurrecting, mainly off-screen. Optimus Prime and Optimus Primarch lay Bumblebee to rest on a pure energon bed, which turns out to be the key to his resurrection. The Traswar portal tower emits an explosion that activates all nearby energon, reigniting Bumblebee's spark. However, Optimus Prime destroys the Transwarp key in the ending of Transformers Rise of the Beasts, breaking his chance to return to Cybertron. The character development of Optimus Prime is highlighted when he destroys the Transwarp key. learning the value of protecting life and facing the threat of Omicron at all costs. As a result, saving Earth and humanity becomes more important to Optimus than returning to Cybertron. Throughout the movie, Transformers addresses the central theme of unity, with the Autobots, Maximals, and humanity coming together against a common threat. The ending of Transformers: Rise of the Beasts emphasizes the importance of people from different backgrounds working together. If you have any opinions, theories, or expectations about the future of the franchise, as well as the crossover with G.I. Joe, feel free to comment. Remember to subscribe and leave your comments. See you in the next video.